A photographer once had a board on his studio that to click a photograph as you look, 20 rupees. To get a photograph clicked as you think you should look, 30 rupees. To click a photograph as you think people should be thinking of you, 50 rupees. How should you look in the eyes of people? After many years, he writes in his memory that 90% of the people who came to my studio wanted the rupees 50 photograph. See, this is our common mentality when we go to purchase even a t-shirt or a shirt or a pant. And after we choose it, or in the time of choosing process, the first thought, faithfully, and keep your hand on your heart and tell me, the first thought is, how would I look in this? Isn't it? Tell me a faithful yes or no. My question to you all is, did you select that because you liked it, or did you select that so that somebody else likes you wearing that? First one is a value, second one is a valuable. So are you living a real life or a real life? Introspect. You are selecting your clothes and shoes because you like it. How would I look in the eyes of people wearing this? When you think of that, you have not understood this topic that values are more important than valuables. Because if at all you think that how would I look like, my that friend, my that relative, my that neighbor would like because he appreciates this color, she likes this style, whatever. But if out of your 10 associates, 7 would appreciate, at least 2 would feel, and your mood goes down. And if you want to check it for yourself at the other end, in a party or a gathering, if somebody is constantly aware of what he or she has worn and the garments and the jewelry and everything, if somebody is an experiment, don't try it, but it is theoretically right. You can go up to him or her and just tell him in their ears, jamta nahi hai, combination theek nahi hai. The color combination isn't good. Your style jara theek nahi hai. Itna bolna. And then after 5-10 minutes from a distant away, you just look at the facial expressions and the body language, all the energy would get drained of that person. We are such cheap and mean minds because we bank for our personality on valuables. We don't bank for our personality on values. Gandhiji used to wear just an upper cloth and half dhoti. But Winston Churchill, the wartime prime minister, said, I don't want to meet him. I don't want to have a conversation with him. And he used to tell the ICS officers, when you go to India, you will be governors of huge provinces at the age of 25 and 26. Smart ICS officers. You have the power to do everything in India. Don't do one thing. Don't talk to Gandhi and Sardar. And this smart, dynamic young ICS officers would question Winston Churchill, the man who gave us V for Victory symbol during the World War II when Adolf Hitler was bombarding in London, and he bombarded through 300 warplanes, and it was carpet bombing. Whole of London was burning. At that time, he gave this symbol, V for Victory. He was afraid of talking with Gandhi. He used to give this advice to ICS officers, don't talk to Gandhi. And these ICS officers would tell, why? For what reason? And Winston Churchill, the wartime Prime Minister of England, would say that these two people are so high on values, so high on integrity, so high on faithfulness to their ideologies and nation, so much committed to the people of their country, and they live a so simple life. These are all great values. That, now listen carefully, that in a 10-minute conversation across the table with Sardar or Gandhi, after that, they will throw a blank paper on your face, command you to sign it, and you'll be so much mesmerized by their presence, by their aura, that even being an ICS officer, you would sign a blank paper and they will write the text after that. They have the power to officially take your resignation and send you back to England. Power of values. When our Guruji Pramukh Swami Maharaj met Bill Clinton in Miami in Florida in the year 2000, Pramukh Swami Maharaj's age was 80 years. A saffron-clad person from India, 80 years of age, not being able to speak a single sentence in English. Imagine the 22-minute meeting between the two. And Bill Clinton, one of the most charismatic presidents of US, 6 feet 3 inch height. He was the governor of Arkansas for about 2 or 3 terms. And in the midst of depression, he had, by his policies, by his economic policies, he had held the dollar. And if you want to put his charisma, it is in the line of George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, John F. Kennedy, such charismatic presence. And the president of America is like the king of the world, because the top 500 institutions of the world, from IMF to United Nations to UNICEF to World Health Organization, they run on American money. Dollar is that powerful, and defense power, R&D power of America is unbelievable. So this is what we want, because from here quality starts. Quality starts from pride. It doesn't come from just IQ. When you develop pride, quality is a natural subset of it. Quality is a natural subset of pride. And then the processes, the reforms, the systems are all put on quality levels. You know, Finland is the only country in the world where you have a minimum gap between quality of schools and educational institutions performance-wise. You know why? When all educators are sitting here, it's definitely for all of us to know the reason behind it. Even a primary school teacher in Finland is required to have a PhD degree. Surprised, isn't it? I'm giving you the highest standards of quality. The Indian Quality Assurance Council will need to incorporate this as well. Even a primary school teacher needs to have a PhD in education. Then from standard 4th onwards, every teacher needs to have a PhD in their respective subjects. And that is why they start school for a kid at 7 in Finland. And it's the only country in the world that which has the minimum gap in the performance quality between schools. We want to reach that level. So I talked to you about the British history being taught to Britain students. I talked to you about the Finnish teachers. Because teachers are the architects of the future. Teachers are the Brahma, teachers are the Vishnu, teachers are the Shiva. If they are pure, full of pride, they will instill those values in the hearts and minds of their pupils. Today being the 150th birth anniversary of Shri Maharshi Arvind, I am reminded of his one wisdom-filled expression, thought. He used to say, one man's purity can change the whole world. India is fortunate to have that started from 2014. One man's purity can change the world. If the Israelis have the Holocaust Day, if the US can have a day of remembrance of slavery, why can't India have Partition Horrors Remembrance Day? 14th of August, tweeted by the Prime Minister yesterday. This is pride. From pride comes quality. If you don't remember anything in my talk today, keep this sentence not in your pocket but in your heart. All quality is a subset of pride.